Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to prepare some Brussels sprouts. So we're in the holiday season. Thanksgiving is approaching. And unfortunately, I didn't discover this recipe until, recently. So this is something that you would do a little bit ahead of time as far as prep goes. So if you were planning to serve Brussels sprouts for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, this is something to do ahead of time. This is going to be a pickling recipe, but it's a very unique one. So I want you to stay tuned. I found a bag of Brussels sprouts. It filled this. I found a bag at the grocery store in the organic section. So what I did was took let me do it this way. I took all the undesirable pieces and chopped the stems of the Brussels sprouts. So now we have the halves here that's sitting in some baking soda and vinegar and water to just get all of the dirt and sediment out of it to clean it. But I had to take off these leaves because the pickling recipe is going to be a canned recipe, and you can't have any brown spots or anything undesirable on the actual vegetables when you're doing this process, which is why we have this here. And this is just stuff that's just really trash that I can't do anything with, But these are the leafier greens that, might have a little bit of a spot or so here and there, but I think it's still good. And this is actually like my favorite part when you roast the Brussels sprouts. So this is my thinking. I'm going to pickle them in a balsamic vinegar brine. And then you leave them for like a couple of months to really get the whole pickling process going. And then what I'll be able to do is when I want my oven roasted Brussels sprouts, I'll just get one of the jars. I'll saute it with bacon and however I do it. And then I have something shelf stable here instead of having to be going to the grocery store. So if you are new here, because I just went on a whole tangent. If you are new here, welcome to Everyday Comfort. I have lost 32 pounds by eating healthy, eating clean, and also trying to be cost effective in the process, which is what I share with you in hopes that you will be able to do the same. Welcome. Or if you're a fan, if you're a part of the channel, welcome back. So let me put this to the side because that is going to be for me later. And this is going to go to trash. So we'll put that to the side as well because that will be scrapped. And right now, what I'll do, I have jars, if you can hear something in the background, I have jars being sterilized for this. So while this is cleaning, the jars are sterilizing, we're going to make the brine. All right, so what we need is 2 cups of water. I have my filtered water pitcher here. It's almost like no recipe is good without it. And we need 2 cups of this filtered water. I hope you guys are excited for the holiday coming. Thanksgiving is definitely my favorite. All right, so we need 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and this is with the mother. I think I have just a cup left in this bottle too. Yep. Okay. A little good probiotic shot to the brine. All right. And then I need 1.5 cups of maple syrup. Now this recipe I got from the 1870s homestead. I think it is. I will share below. and appropriately give oh, let me get some lemon juice in here first. Appropriately give credit. All right, so we need a half a cup of lemon juice. I need to run some water over this. It's so hard to get the maple syrup open. All right, I think I got it. Okay, so I need a cup and a half. A lot of maple syrup. Let me try the cup first, because I'm always not wanting to be too much on the sweet side. Let me get the balsamic vinegar and stuff in here first, and then we'll play it by ear. Okay, so I need okay, and we're back. I got it open. So now I need to add, I think we'll do so I don't want to have too much of this brine left over. So we're going to start with 2 cups. I still have to put a cup of white wine vinegar in this as well. All right. It smells good, you guys. It does smell good. This is my first time actually pickling vegetables, but this recipe was really interesting, and it looked a lot like stuff that similar to stuff that I already put in the Brussels sprouts, which is why I wanted to try it. And most of the stuff that I've tried so far, it has not served me wrong yet, so. Okay, I'm going to have to take this lid off because this is annoying, and this is going to take me forever. Will it come off is the question. There we go. Now we're working with something. Okay, so a lot of vinegar in this. All right. So this is a bit full in here. Excuse me for the noise. We're gonna stir this around. It's very dark. I'll bring you guys over because, oh, you can see it. You can see it from here. It's dark. We're gonna put this on the stovetop just to heat it up a little bit, and then I'll be back to fill the jars and put in this warm brine. Okay, so let me drain off this for the Brussels sprouts, and we will start to fill the jars. smell good. So we're just gonna fill them up here. Now, I've seen people use like wide mouth jars for pickling, but I don't currently have any wide mouth 32-ounce jars, so I'm just going to use what I have, and hopefully that works to my benefit. I didn't have a huge amount, so I'm thinking that these two should be enough to fill the jars. We shall see. I think it should. Now we might have to play a little Tetris in here with getting the rest of these. Oh, I got a big piece left. So let's see. No. Oh, let's see here. I think that's as much as I'm going to be able to do. And then, okay, look, I got 2 jars filled up. Okay. Let's move the rest of this out of the way. Now, I need to put peppercorns, 4 black peppercorns to each of the jars. It did say you could put some red pepper flakes, but I'm not a fan. I don't really like really hot stuff. So if you want to try that, that's fine. 1, 2, come on. 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got the peppercorns in there, and then I need to do a 1/4 of pickle crisp. Now, this is going to be kind of one of those really clutch ingredients, because what this does is it gives you your pickling salt, but this one particular has the extra crunch that keeps the Brussels sprouts crisp. So a couple of months from now, whatever, when you go to reach for it, it's still going to maintain the crispness in the jar, so you don't have mushy Brussels sprouts. Like, who wants that? I don't want that. That's been my main reason for not eating Brussels sprouts all this time. And finding that recipe to cook them in like the air fryer, game changer. Love the crisp. All right, so I need a 1/4 in here. I said yes, a 1/4. So we're going to do a 1/4 of the pickling. Put it in each jar. All right. So now I am going to see where we are with our brine being warmed up, because hot jars, hot liquid goes into a hot canner. Always remember that if you're going to try to can. Okay, it's getting warm. I think we're going to go ahead and take it off, because I have to get this thing going. Okay, it can be on there a few more moments. Few more moments. Yeah, so I I am really excited about trying these out. I think this kind of goes along with like the ferments and stuff like that. But yeah, if this works well, then I might try to do like some what do they have for those banh mi sandwiches, like the pickled carrots and stuff? Might have to try that. That would mean a trip to H Mart, because I don't know where else you can find some daikon. I think they're like Asian radishes. So that should be interesting. All right. Now let me not spill it. Bringing this back over. Okay. So I'm telling you, it's not overly sweet, the brine, but you got all these different vinegars and lemon juice. It's a pucker. It is a pucker. So let me put this in view so you guys can see what I got going on here. I'm going to just use my 1 cup scoop. I think we might be on to something, you guys. Okay. That's one. Let's get the other one. I'm going to put this in the place of my carrots I had made. I made some honey ginger carrots that I canned. But with the recent recall, I had to throw the carrots out because I bought them at Walmart and they were the Nature's Bounty during that time of the recall. So that was a bummer. But, you can only work with what you can control, and you shouldn't let that discourage you from still trying to have some self-sufficiency and food stability. I mean, if I could have gotten them from the farmer's market, I would have. So that just lets me know next year that I need to plan accordingly and just make sure carrots is one of the things I get from the farmer's market. Okay, so I have my jars filled up here. And I'm gonna make sure that I get everything packed in here well and debubble it. Now I got one Brussels sprout that isn't sitting under the water in either of these jars. It's like the one big slice that's sitting on top. It should be fine though. Okay, this one did it. All right, let's see. See if I can move this around. Debubbling and try to get them all under. Okay. I think we're good. And we got a bit of this brine left over. Maybe I'll maybe I'll do a jar of like onions or something like some balsamic onions. I got to figure out what to do with that because I definitely need to use it. All right, so we're going to put the lids on here. Okay, and I have these 4-jar canning lids. I heard that this is a very good quality. A lot of people stand by this brand. And it's made in the US, which is so much even better. So I'm going to take 2 of these and give them a good wash, a good rinse under the thing, and place our jars. Oh, and don't let me forget, I also have to wipe our rims of the jars with white vinegar. You have to wipe our rims. It's a little chaotic in here, sorry. Making a little too much noise. Okay, so we have the vinegar here. Wipe the rims. No residue of the brine, which we did a little bit. With me trying to get space in here, we got a little bit on the edges. All right, good and clean. We have our 4-jar lids and put on the rings fingertip tight. Fantastic. All right. So these are going to process in a water bath can for 15 minutes. I add 5 minutes because I'm over the 1,000 above sea level, like the 1,000 feet above sea level. So here we go, guys. Pickled Brussels sprouts. Let me know if you try it. If you enjoyed this recipe, please let me know below. And I will see you guys again soon. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.